They're all set. And away they go. Westphalia took a little bump at the start. Quickest into stride here is Orthodox in the centre. Coronet of a Baron began beautifully as well. A ninth client right there at the rail. Now Bittle Road, and Bittle Road going up to race second. Skipper Date in the white cap's taken a nice strong hold. Grand Adventure in the red colours going to have to go a little wide. Then we come back to Donativum in the green, 6 off the leaders. The pace very solidary. Vaquero is in there as well. Westphalia is scraping the paint in the blue. Now a good 9 off that leader. In behind that comes Relatively Ready, who's back third last. Then we come back to City Style, and Paddy the Pro is last, a good 14 off the leaders. Down the backstretch they go now. The long shot Orthodox ensures a good pace, leads at a length and a half. Bittle Road is very handy in second. Along the inside, Coronet of a Baron to join third, and Grand Adventure in the red colours right there too. Just in behind that comes Skipper Date, who's now having to be asked to keep up. Westphalia makes good headway at the rail. Westphalia going to need room, but moved up fifth. On the far side, Vaquero. In behind those two now we have Donativum, who's now 9 lengths off these leaders. In behind that, Relatively Ready. They come into the top of the lane. Orthodox still the leader, but Bittle Road coming to tackle now. A Coronet of a Baron. Grand Adventure on the outside. Westphalia fifth. Can he get out of there? Donativum's in with a shot. Skipper Date tries to re-rally. Coming for home, Coronet of a Baron. Westphalia, Donativum, they both coming home gamely. Coronet of a Baron, but Westphalia striking the front. Donativum on the outside. Donativum, Westphalia in a thriller. Donativum has got up to win it. Westphalia was second. Then there'll be a photo. Coronet of a Baron and City Style for third.
It was Donativum in a thriller. Frankie Dettori getting up in those final jumps with Donativum to take the Grey Goose Breeders' Cup Juvenile Turf.
Well, Frankie Dettori, we're going to get to see that flying dismount today. I believe that probably the difference in the race was Westphalia was bottled up in the stretch. You're seeing right there Westphalia with the orange and blue cap. He's bottled up. Johnny Murtaugh searching for a place. And the winner right there with Frankie Dettori, Donativum. He takes the gap between Johnny and the outside horse. And right here, Westphalia has the edge. But Frankie Dettori's got too much finish left with Donativum. His class shows out.
And the Europeans run 1-2. Donativum and Westphalia. Again, they've been knocking heads with sensational horses on the grass over there. As you see the trip by Dettori working his way through on the inside and really right behind Westphalia there, Jerry.
Okay, there you see it. But look at Westphalia right there. He's going to be searching for room. If he were able to hit that gap right there a little earlier, he would have had too much advantage for Frankie Dettori. But the fact that he had to steady a little bit gave Frankie a little bit of momentum, able to catch up to him, the difference in the race.
It's always a good day to be in the Maktoum family, you know, but 40 minutes ago we saw Midshipman win the Juvenile for Sheikh Mohammed, and now we see Donativum win the Juvenile Turf for Sheikh Mohammed's wife, Princess Haya, Her Royal Highness Princess Haya of Jordan. So the Maktoums keep the 2-year-olds in the family here.
Princess Haya, the daughter of the late King Hussein of Jordan, trained by John Gosden and ridden by Frankie Dettori. And hey, get ready for a celebration, because Frankie Dettori loves to party with his Breeders' Cup wins, and now he's joined with our Jerry Bailey.
Frankie Dettori, congratulations.
Thank you, Jerry.
Frankie, we're watching this through the stretch, and I'm sure you saw Johnny Murtaugh searching for room. What was going through your head?
Well, exactly. I thought, well, if he's going to get through, I might not. So I angled out. The rest is history. Picked up really well.
Do you think the fact that Johnny had to steady just a little bit, waiting for that spot, allowed you to make up enough ground to be the difference?
Well, when I looked up, I thought it was going to be pretty tight down there, so I was ready to start looking for room in the quarter pole, and I got it.
Well, those tight holes are for a young man, Frankie. Too young for me. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, Frankie, do you have enough energy left for one of your flying dismounts here?
I can't wait. I'll be there in a second.
We can't wait to see it. It's one of the great moments in all of horse racing, the flying dismount of Frankie Dettori to celebrate a Breeders' Cup win.
The silks of Princess Haya, you know, she is no newcomer to horses. She's quite the equestrienne herself. And you always know about the Maktoums and how well they do with their horses, Godolphin, Darley. Princess Haya is actually among the leaders for the ownership championship in England right now.
And you mentioned she was a keen horsewoman, president of the Fédération Équestre Internationale, the FEI, the big equestrian body, huge lover of horse racing as well. A match made in heaven, you might say. John Gosden's first Breeders' Cup win since debut year, Hollywood Park '84, when he was Californian-based, won the mile with Royal Heroine.
And there is Mr. Gosden, right there, one of the best in the world. Thank you. Formerly trained horses in the United States before he went back to his native UK.
That was a fun finish there in the Grey Goose Breeders' Cup Juvenile Turf. Donativo with Frankie Dettori.
He sounds like he's pretty keen on the flying dismount coming up here. What do you think?
He lives for it. Jay Privman.
Hey, I am here with John Gosden, the winning trainer. Hey, John, I guess we're going to have to turn around here because we're standing into the sun.
Do they have sun in California?
Yeah, they do have sun. You should know because you were out here at the first part of your career. What does it mean to win a race like this?
Well, it's great to come back to Santa Anita and win a Breeders' Cup race, you know, on the main card on the Saturday. It's wonderful. I thought it was a hell of a race. Two really good colts, and well, ours isn't a colt, but theirs is. And they fought it out well. I think we'd have been a bit unlucky we hadn't won. We got a bit shuffled and bumped, but that's horse racing.
John, you're one of the few people who can put into perspective what the Breeders' Cup has meant. You won a Breeders' Cup on the very first one in 1984 with Royal Heron. What does it mean to you to see how this event has progressed over the 25 years?
Well, it's progressed well, and I think the development of the 2 days and the work that the Breeders' Cup committees have done in creating what they have here in Santa Anita for the 2 days of racing. The fillies yesterday were out of this world. I saw two of the great races. One great racing freak. She's wonderful at this stuff, filly. But to me, it's just superb racing of the highest quality. It is the Northern Hemisphere Championships, and there's no other word for it. And you can run any trip, any distance, any sex, anything you want. So it's perfect.
Well done, John.
Thank you.
It has been a perfect 2 days. By far the best Breeders' Cup when it comes to international competition. Frankie Dettori, the winner with Donativo, the Grey Goose Breeders' Cup Juvenile Turf.
We keep waiting for Frankie to come out of his shell. Someday he's going to show emotion. Someday he's going to really let us know how he feels about something.
You know who started all this? Angel Cordero. 25 years ago started the flying dismount. Frankie was a young rider coming over to the States. He saw it and he took it up another notch. Just like Emerald, kick it up a notch, and that has been his trademark.
And you know who took it up a notch from Angel Cordero? A quarter horse jockey, G.R. Carter Jr. does a backflip off of horses when he wins. He's 50 years old and he still does it in the quarter horse business.
Guys, Dettori's a big game player now. He readily admitted the other day in the British press that he doesn't get up for the Mondays and the Tuesdays. It doesn't inspire him. He's a big game player. He loves coming to the West Coast here where he plied his trade, as Jerry was saying, and he feels inspired by the presence of greatness. He loves seeing Cordero.
How much of a just overall media star is he?
Well, he has his bad days and his good days, as befits a Latin temperament. But the net gain is huge, and this is the reason why. You're about to see it.
Frankie Dettori, a true superstar in the game.
Is it like when he goes to the mall, do people know who he is in England?
He, together with a guest we will have on the show a little bit later, are the two most identifiable racing figures in Great Britain.
John McCreary.
Correct.
Mutton chops.
Not for the same reason, though, as our audience will find out a little later on.
I was at Ascot last month, Joe, and I couldn't get a table at a famous restaurant. I mentioned Frankie's name. Right in front of the window.
It wasn't his own restaurant, was it? He does own a chain of them.
That's all you need.
He does. Really?
Donativo and Frankie Dettori.
Oh, he's milking.
This is
One
worth
of
the
the
wait,
best in the
people.
world.
There we go.
And there it is. The flying dismount.
The legs are what they used to be.
A stumble.
On the 2-year-old gelding, the first gelding to win a Juvenile Breeders' Cup race. Prince Haya of Jordan's Donativo.